here we want to find the equation of a line when we only know 2 points. So first, let's get bearings on what we have. This is an x and a y value. This is an x and a y. We'll think for y equals mx plus b, I need a slope, and then I can always plug in a point. So if I have 2 points, I could either draw them and count out the slope, or we can think, okay, slope is rise over run. And so I need to know the difference. How far is it between 2 values, my x or my y, and how far is it? And if I think rise over run, that reminds me that the y's go on the top and the x's go on the bottom, because the y's measure the up and down and the x's measure the back and forth. All right, so if I'm going to subtract my 2 y values, doesn't matter what order I do them in, as long as it's consistent. So let's say we do 6 minus 2. So how far apart are my y values? And I can see if I think about those 2 numbers, they're 4 apart, or if I just do the difference, that's how far apart are 2 numbers. All right, if I made 6 first, though, now I have to make 3 first. So this will say 3 minus negative 5, which is like 3 plus 5. So picture what I just figured out is that my slope is 1/2. So now I have a slope and I could use either point. Maybe I'll go with this one because it's got all positive numbers. Just think for y equals mx plus b, I can plug in all the stuff I know to find out b. So y is 6, also another good reason why it's good to have the xy label on that. M is 1/2 and x is 3. So 3 times 1/2 is 3 halves. And then I have to subtract 3 halves from both sides. So if you want to think common denominators, that might be helpful if you're doing this by hand. So 6 over 1 is the same as 12 halves. So if I subtract 3 halves from both sides, I get b equals 9 over 2, right? 12, take away 3 1/2 size pieces. All right, do I have everything now to write down the actual equation? Because don't forget, they wanted the equation, so don't just leave these random pieces floating around. So if I know m and b, I could write down my equation in y equals mx plus b. Right here, I already have my form written out. So now I know y equals m is 1/2 x plus b, which is 9 halves. So there's the equation of the line that goes through those 2 points.